It's MAFS Family and Friends Week, and tonight we saw arguably the most disturbing episode ever in this series. But before we get into it, if you love my reviews, or if you're Michelle Andrews and I'm on your algorithm, hit that follow button and let's do this every night together. First up, we saw Billy grant Jamie and Dave custody of his goldfish because I guess he's leaving the experiment and I am sad. Rhea and Jeff met each other's families, who all seem super normal, lovely, and functional. Unheard of. Jackie and Ryan had their friends over, and for these two, it was fairly uneventful, other than Ryan dropping in that little comment he made about Jackie giving great ed. Down the hall, Veronica brought Lauren some margaritas, Queen, to find out a bit more about her husband, Farquaad. Lauren told Veronica that she thinks Farquaad is a narcissist, and I think Lauren hit the nail on the head. TJ and Beth did the photo ranking task. They put each other first. Lauren and Clint then did the photo ranking task and had a fight about how hot Jackie is. Clint thought Jackie was quite attractive, and Lauren was disturbed that he found a scruffy career woman hot. This was some very interesting foreshadowing, considering, spoiler alert, Clint and Jackie are together now. In the end, Clint put Lauren first. It was then Lauren's turn, and of course she put Farquaad last, lol. She ended up putting Clint first, cute. It was then Veronica and Farquaad's turn to do the task. Farquaad took the task very literally. He was basically like, hot, ugly, fugly, wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Veronica was disappointed that she didn't learn more about what Farquaad found attractive about people. They did the task very differently. When it came to Veronica's turn, she was very specific in describing what she found attractive about each man. So for example, she was like, this person is really emotionally intelligent. This person is really kind to their wife. She ended up putting Farquaad third, and I am a big advocate of always putting your partner first, but I feel like this was a test for narcissist Farquaad, and it was interesting to see how butthurt he was going third. Lauren and Clint then watched each other's audition videos, and Lauren was very disappointed to find out that Clint wanted someone who wasn't into Netflix but enjoyed hiking, because she personally hates hiking and loves Netflix. Then they watched Lauren's audition video, and hers was hilarious. She was like, so I want someone rich who's like really rich, and if they're poor, I'll hate them. Afterwards, she was like, that's accurate. She then told Clint about her concerns that he may not be enough of an alpha male for her, citing his recent spray tan and wearing a mankini as being reasons why. And that visual was something I did not need in my life. Then it was time for Athena and Adrian to meet each other's families. Adrian introduced Athena to his three sisters, Alita, Nicola, and someone else I lost track. The sisters wasted no time in grilling Athena. They said that they wanted to hear Athena's side of the story, so Athena started saying that she feels like communication is the biggest issue in their relationship. One of the sisters shut her down immediately and was like, okay, well, let's just remember that not all relationships are perfect. It seems like Adrian's sisters are just as quick to jump down her throat as he is. Athena's darling sister, Cleo, then showed up, and before anyone said anything, she was like, your eyes are puffy. Have you been crying? I love an observant sister who can see the signs of emotional abuse, because let's not sugarcoat this. That's exactly what this is. Adrian was then like, Athena, do you want to tell my sisters why you wrote leave last night? Athena explained that she feels invisible in the relationship, and all she wants is for Adrian to ask her some questions. The sisters shut her down again. They were like, well, all we're hearing is that it's Adrian's fault. What have you done, Athena, to cause the breakdown in this relationship? So obviously being uneducated and bogan runs in the family. Sorry, girls, but your brother is toxic. Accept it. Cleo piped up again and was like, let's go back to your eyes looking puffy. That's not from not sleeping. That's from crying. Athena again tried to explain why she'd been so upset, and one of Adrian's sisters pipes up again. She goes, can I just say it's really hard for someone to show up for someone when you are focusing a lot on the negatives. So English doesn't run in the family either. Can I just say, if a woman is telling you point blank that a man is toxic, even if you are that man's sister, maybe you should listen, because we have a huge issue in Australia with violence against women, and it's people like these sisters who enable that behaviour. They are a part of the problem. Wake up. Athena then put things into perspective. She said, there was an intruder who arrived last week, and that person has asked me more questions about myself and my son than Adrian has in the last month. Adrian then goes, Athena, well, on the honeymoon, you said to me that if you want to talk about your son, you would bring him up. And so I have not brought him up, Athena. Athena was like, I talk about my son all the time. Then Adrian's sister goes, well, you'd hope so. Oh, bitch. Athena's sister was not having it. She described the girls as ratchet, and I was literally screaming at my TV, being like, go, Cleo! I couldn't use a better adjective for this family if I tried. Cleo did not stop there. She absolutely slayed the house boots down. She was like, you are a wonderful mother. You are a beautiful person. You're not good enough for her. They're not good enough for you. And at that point, all of the sisters got up and scurried out to the gutter where they belong. One of the sisters then had the audacity to come back in and be like, you know what, as a mother myself, I get that you've given up a lot. I've actually given up a total of 4 days with my son to be here. And then goes, you know, Athena, you could have left. Bitch, she tried. Meanwhile, Adrian was out in the gutter being like, you know, I've also given up a lot to be here. Like, I know Athena has a son, but I have like a dog and like a job and shit, which honestly is shocking to me. But also just hilarious that he thinks that giving up time with a dog is the equivalent to giving up time with a human child. The episode finished with all of the gutter rats, I mean sisters, outside being like, you can't polish a turd. You can put a ribbon on garbage, but it's still garbage. And I just love them being so blissfully unaware of how bad they look on national television. Now, I'm not giving Adrian any excuses, but Bogan breeds Bogan. If you love my reviews, hit that follow button and I'll be here, same time, same place, tomorrow night.